In this lesson, we're going to explore the basics of creating, saving, and closing a project file. And up until this point, we've been working with just a very basic file that I've created from a template in Project. Now, the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to close this file down. So a couple of points about closing project files. There are a few different ways that you can do this. We can jump across to the File tab and we have a close option in here. We could also use the keyboard shortcut Control W. Notice that it's prompting me to save my changes. So I'm going to say, yes, I do want to save those changes, and it's now closed down that file. A mistake that a lot of people often make is they immediately go up to the top right-hand corner of the screen and click on the cross in the corner. Now, the difference here is that if you click on that cross, it's going to close down all of Project. So you're going to need to restart the application again in order to open another file. So if you just want to close down the file but leave Project open, go to File and Close, or use the keyboard shortcut Control W. So now we've closed that file, it's jumped us directly to the Backstage area and to the New section. So this is where we can come to create a new project file. And you can see we have lots and lots of different templates. Sometimes it's quite good to start from a template, because it means you're not having to start completely from scratch. And you can see that we have lots of templates in here organized by category that we can have a little search through. So maybe I just want a simple project plan. I could select this template from here, click on Create, and it's going to load that up into the main window. And these are great because we can just go in and edit the tasks, but we already have the bare bones of a project plan in place. So they're a great starting block if you're new to Project, and even if you're not new to Project, they can be invaluable. Now, we're not going to work from a template in this case, so Control W to close down, and this time I'm not going to save the changes. Because what we want to do is we want to create a blank project. So you can see the first option we have here, the first thumbnail, is blank project, or we can use the keyboard shortcut Control N, which is also going to create us a new blank project. Now notice what's happening here. If you remember, one of the options that we set in the last lesson was that as soon as we create a new project, it's going to pop open the project information window. And that's exactly what it's doing just here. So now I can define the start date of my project, the calendar I want to use, where I want to start scheduling from, all of that helpful stuff. So I'm going to set my project start date to quite a way in the future. So let's do it for the 1st of March next year. Now, when you schedule a project start date, that's basically where any tasks you add are going to start from. But also if you add tasks and you don't assign a date to them, which is something which happens frequently in Project. Sometimes you're not really sure when exactly a task is going to start right at the beginning of the project. If you add a task with no start date, it's going to give it the default of whatever we have for the start date of the project. So in this case, March the 1st, 2023. Now notice that the finish date is grayed out. And that's because Project calculates the finish date for us automatically based on the tasks in our schedule. So the finish date is constantly moving depending on the duration of each task. That's why we can't edit it from here. Another thing to note is that the calendar that this project is going to use is the standard calendar. And I briefly mentioned this again in the last lesson. The standard calendar, or the default calendar in Project, is Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. with an hour for lunch. Now, there are a couple of other calendars in here. There's a 24-hour calendar. And there's also a night shift calendar. But for now, we're going to keep this on the standard calendar. So that's all the information I want to add about this project at this stage. Let's click on OK. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save this project. If you take a look up in the title bar, you'll see that before you save it for the first time, it's going to be given the very generic name of Project 1, Project 2, Project 3, so on and so forth. So let's save. Again, we can go into File, or we can press Control S, and it's going to jump us across to the Save As section. Now, if this is the first time that you're saving a file, it doesn't matter if you choose Save or Save As. It's going to take you to Save As because we need to give it a name. Now, I'm going to go straight down to Browse, and notice what happens. Again, this is another setting that we changed. It takes me directly to my default project file location, which for me was the course files folder. So I'm just going to give this a name, My First Project, and click on Save. Notice that the name has now changed up in the title bar. So now that we've saved this for the first time, as we work through, we can now just save normally. So when we press Control S, it's just going to save all the changes that we've made. Now I'm quickly going to close this file. Again, I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control W, and let's just briefly take a look at how we can reopen files. Let's go to the Open page. And if you cast your eyes over to the right-hand side of the screen, notice that the file that we last accessed is at the top of the list. And I'm going to click on the drawing pin to pin that to the top. So all I really need to do here is double click to reopen. And if we Control W to close down again, the other way that I could open the file is to go to Browse, and it's going to jump me back to that folder where I have all of my files saved. And I can simply select it, click on Open, and it's going to open the file. So really simple and straightforward to create new project files, save them, and close and open a project.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.